I may not be super comfortable in my skin. I want to capture the moment. Like, I
Right.
want to remember this moment. And that's what I want to encourage mamas is like, there's never going to be a perfect time. You're never probably going to be your perfect self. There's always going to be something maybe you don't love. Take the pictures.
Yeah.
Take them.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us here at Lens and Leaves podcast.
Today, we're going to be talking about moms. Moms for both moms.
Yep.
And I feel like in photography, moms put a lot of pressure on themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
From how you look to how you dress. And then I think every mom, I don't know that maybe there's moms that don't, but I would say most moms, like, you get the pictures back and you're so excited.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone that you're in, you go to nitpick.
Yes.
And maybe not Amy, but I can't.
No, I still do. Don't let her spread these lies about me.
I
will go through 100 photos and find one I like of myself.
Yeah.
I still do.
I feel like everybody does that. I mean, even your husbands potentially, like, everybody's just really hard on themselves. I feel like that's a pretty, like, normal thing. Yeah. Everybody is. But mamas, especially if you've had a newborn baby and different things, you're just, like, not comfortable in your own skin. And I can relate to this so much. Yeah. I can relate to this so much. So that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Yep. I will say, doing like viewings with clients and having them in studio and going over their pictures, when a mom sits here after a session, she will pick every picture and say, maybe, on her own, or no. And then I'm like, okay, so you ended up with nothing with yourself in it, other than maybe a family picture, but she wants to be hidden by half the kids, and it's really hard, that insecurities that come from moms. And the thing is like, it's such a missed opportunity to take a picture with your family, with your children. And so we just really want to lift you guys up today, talk about that. We're going to talk about personal experiences.
Yeah.
Maybe let's talk about how we can help.
Yeah.
Kind of like
why maybe you should push, like, past the insecurities just a little bit. Like, why it's important.
The why is super important.
Okay, I'll start with my personal experience.
Do it.
Okay, I'll start that way.
So proud of you. You're so brave.
So brave. I have 2 kids. I'm a mom of 2. My son Bentley's in kindergarten this year. He's 6, and then Riley Ann just turned 3 last week. And she is my Spitfire. But when I was pregnant with Bentley, I was pretty sick in the beginning. There was a lot of, like, medical stuff with that, but I also gained a ton of weight. Some of that was medicine, and then some of it is just how my body did it, because I gained a ton with my second. But with Bentley, I gained close to 80 pounds. If you're watching, I'm a pretty average sized person, so 80 pounds on top of this, it was a lot, plus your big pregnant belly. And after I had him, I just didn't feel the same. I didn't feel like I looked the same. I was not comfortable in my own skin. Nothing fit right. My mom was super sweet, and so was my mother-in-law. They were trying to, like, they're like, let's go shopping, let's go get some things. And they did it from such a kind place of, like, let's go find something you love and you're comfortable in. And every time it was just, like, so defeating. I was just like, none of this looks how it's supposed to. And so newborn pictures were coming around, and the thought of that was just like, ugh.
So you opted out.
I opted out
taking newborn photos.
Yeah, I didn't take a single one with Bentley, like, for newborn photos. I didn't want to be in it, didn't come dressed to be in it, not even to be thrown into one, like, there was no changing my mind. I didn't want to be I didn't want to be in front of the camera at all.
Not even your hands?
Would
you have done your hands?
I probably would have done my hands had I been asked. That would have at least been something, but I was even so swollen, like, my rings didn't even fit. Like,
figured.
Everything was if I could find a picture, y'all, I looked like a different person. Like,
you do. I've seen this photo, and it does not look like you.
I mean, it's crazy. It doesn't.
I would not peg you guys for the same people if I saw you on the street. Yeah.
And so what I thought would be like, ooh, it's going to maybe come off quick or whatever, that was not the case for me. It's never really been the case as far as, like, getting weight off. When I've had ebbs and flows of that. I mean, I was always an athlete, so I was in pretty good shape, but it just wasn't coming off. And so Bentley was on a milestone, and I didn't get in any pictures.
The entire first year.
Until his 1 year, and I think I was in 3.
And how do you feel about that?
And I nitpicked them to death. Yeah. One is in my house in a picture frame. I still hate looking at it, but that's probably just, like, me. Mamas probably can so be like, I can almost, like, feel you listening to this being like, yes, yay. I feel that. And so, but I will say we got, like, after a year, I don't think it really hit me at first, like, but then time went on, And especially like when we had Riley Ann or Bentley was starting to do some things with school and they would ask some things, I started to realize like, I don't have anything. I mean, I have maybe a phone picture or a selfie here and there, but I really did not want to be in any pictures with him. And so his whole first year of life, like I have moments of him, but not me with him. Even my husband, Jonathan, I mean, he was definitely in more than I was, but like there's very few.
Right.
And so the regret for that, man, it was deep. And so when we had Riley in, I was like it or not, I may not be super comfortable in my skin. I want to capture the moment. Like I want to remember this moment. And that's what I want to encourage mamas is like, there's never going to be a perfect time. You're never probably going to be your perfect self. There's always going to be something maybe you don't love. Take the pictures.
Yeah.
Take the pictures because babies don't keep and they change really fast and you don't get that moment back. And so I definitely regret it with Bentley. I make up for it now. I take pictures with him all the time. Yeah. We literally take pictures all the time, but I can't get that first year back.
He knows. Do you think he's going to see one day like, Mom, I have so many pictures with Riley Ann and not me.
Yes. I think eventually we'll hit him. For example, where he attends school, they do a very big production for kindergarten graduation. And at the end of it, they do this massive slideshow that some of the mamas put together that have like basically like baby to now. And I have this feeling that as I start pulling those, he's going to be like, where are you? I'm like, these are all just of me. So I think he's my also very observant child. So he will probably notice. And I'll own up to it and be like, buddy, you know, it was a mistake. Didn't love it. I had to take them all now. Wish I could reverse time. Yeah. But yeah, he'll probably notice.
The very first time I ever met you was at your daughter's maternity session.
Yep.
And how did you feel in front of me then?
Oh,
Could you imagine we'd be sitting here today after all these years?
No. I remember
you had really dark hair then too.
I had really it was like reddish.
Yeah.
Black brown. It was so dark and I looked totally different than I did then.
You do.
And I had still gained a lot of weight with her. I think I only gained maybe 55 to 60, which is still quite a bit of weight.
Yeah. I thought you looked good. I felt like you still looked like a normal,
like pregnant at that
mom. Yeah. But knowing you now, it seems so bizarre.
It's crazy. I'm like, if we have another child, how much weight will happen this time?
We shall see.
I think my body just likes to like pack it on. Everybody's different. Some people just get this
for it.
So it's worth it. Let me just tell you, it's worth it. I'm able to get most of it off.
You worked really hard.
Man, yeah. Since Riley Ann.
Yep.
But so I think it's just, you know, I still don't always have moments of comfort in my skin. Mm-hmm. I mean, poor Amy's had to put up with me for 3 years now since Riley Ann, and they're still like, can I turn to the side, or if you want to skim some of that off?
And that's okay. And those are the things though that I would love for our like clients to share with us. So I love when a client's like, hey, I really don't like this side of my face because this tooth is weird and I want to get it fixed and I don't want it to be what you see in pictures. So can I only take pictures from this side? Or I want to take pictures straight on because I have a big family nose and I don't love it in photos. So instead of me nitpicking it later or not buying the pictures or never wanting to be in a picture again because I just end up with a flop of a session, rather than tell me, I'd rather you be like, this is what I want. This is how I photograph best because I know from experience I know what I want.
We love communication. We want, our goal is to give you beautiful pictures that you're going to cherish for forever. We want you to love them. We want you to feel comfortable in your own skin, even if you might not actually do it. And so we want to do things that help that. And so if you are able to tell us that, or, you know, we know most moms come in here for newborn sessions. We have plenty of say like, I wasn't going to do it, but I don't want to miss out on it. Or can you, and they start to like adjust or whatever. And we're always like, here's how we shoot. Like, it's fine. Like, we know you're a new mama and that kind of thing.
And even if you're not a new mama, man, we had a client who has gone 40 years without taking a single photo professionally. And I mean, it just makes me so sad. And then she finally was like, you know what? I can do better than this. I can take the photo. First off, you don't have to share it with anybody.
Yeah,
there's no rule that says you have to do anything with it other than have that moment captured for yourself.
And for your family for years to come. That's my thing is like we have a grandparent in our family who, as she's aged, aging is hard. She just has not enjoyed the aging process and she just doesn't really like to be captured in pictures. And we started to notice she was like sneaking away and not want to be in them. And we had to remind her like, if something happens, we want our kids to remember you. Not only like we have good memories and we want to remember you, but we want our children and we want to be able to show them, you know. Right. And so If it's for anything, just the memories that your family can cherish for years to come. If you never post it, if you never hang it on a wall, at least you have it for somebody to be able to look back on and be like, that was so-and-so, and she was, capture it for your family if for nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know that we have major insecurities from moms because of the newborns. Because we get so much heavy newborn here, and we see a lot of postpartum moms. But I really want to talk to the moms who are putting off getting just like the yearly update photos.
Oh, yeah.
Your kids, there's going to be a day where they're going to look back and they want to remember they want to have the memory. They want to see the joy. They want to see you in a photo. And I just feel like it's such a missed opportunity. And there's so many ways by posing your kids around you, like putting you in a situation that you feel your best. I'll get on a ladder. I'll do whatever. Yeah, I'll do whatever to make that mama feel comfortable enough to get a picture with her kids.
I think what we hear a lot is like, I do want to get pictures. I really want to get pictures with y'all. Weight is always, I feel like, kind of brought into it. Like when I lose 10 pounds, when I get this 20 pounds off, that always comes up. Look, I'm here with you. I understand that, because not only did I not take a picture with my son until he was 1, but after those pictures, I didn't take another set of professional pictures until my maternity session with my daughter, with Amy. That was 3 years later.
Too long.
So, and you can always say like, I want to lose this. It comes back to just like, there's always never a
good time to do it. Yeah. But you're never going to have the right time.
Right. So just do it and capture the moment. And then if you do get those 10 and 20 pounds off, come back in.
So
come
excited.
See us again. We'll celebrate with you. We'll do something else. But
don't let that be the reason why you're not. And that's the thing I hear the most.
Don't miss those moments with your children at these like super special ages and milestones and things that happen because you don't want to be in them.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. We let those insecurities outweigh.
Oh yeah, all the time. It's easy
and it's so hard. It is really hard. This is one I posted, or I made a note of. It's like taking pictures of every season of your life, right? So like it does get harder as children grow. We don't tend to like visit the photo studio as often as we used to. We get school pictures, we get sport pictures. You might come back
out of the things.
They do.
They grow out of lamb sessions. They grow out of coming to see Santa, and then it's just like you start forgetting to come in.
Mm-hmm. I think you get busy. It happens so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, gosh, my son grew 9 inches in 1 year. And so, like,
he like changed.
He looked like a different person for a minute. And I was like, I have got to get some family pictures done. But seeing yourself in every season of your life is definitely a way to learn how to love yourself. And that's something I found out by doing, like, boudoir sessions.
Okay.
And I have spent so much time with women doing boudoir sessions where you start off nervous and then you get to this point and you feel so empowered and beautiful by the end of it. And all it takes is for me to help you, and then I show you the back of the camera and you're like, that's not me. I didn't look like that. And it's such a beautiful moment to see those moms just really focus on themselves at that point and really see the beautiful person that they are. And I just feel like we don't always get that when we're chasing toddlers either. But I think that's just a good idea to keep in mind to always book the session, always take the pictures. It's never going to be the thing that you regret.
Yeah.
Taking photos. And if you change before the next year, great. Love to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? And you're going to love yourself in that one. You can update the pictures in your house, but you know what? You loved yourself last year too, and you loved yourself the year before that. So love it.
I love that. I love that. We have a lot who just even book sessions for their kids, which is great. We want to capture our kids' grow, but be a part of it. I don't know. I see so many mamas who just stand on the sidelines. That's what we're really good at. That as moms, we're really good about being the cheerleaders on the sidelines and getting all the things together, and we let ourselves slip through the cracks so many times. Right. And I hate to see that. We see it all the time. We see it all the time, and you know, every once in a while I'll be like, are you sure you don't want to jump in one? And they'll be like, well, I wasn't dressed today. And, you know,
fine, I'll take it up close.
That's
right.
I
won't let that be the answer. You say no.
And we have done that before. We had them come in not ready, whatever. And I'm like, I can still put you, nobody will ever know, but I want you to have this moment, you know. So don't be afraid to also do sessions without your kids. I know we've talked about kids a lot, but you and your spouse, come do some updated pictures. Come do some pictures. It doesn't mean it just has to be like you and the kids all the time.
I would love that.
Right.
I wish more spouses did that. I wish more
I get they don't love pictures, but don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it would be
you
so
need,
fun.
right? Like, I feel like that would be fun.
It's a glorified date night. What if we do date night sessions? What a cute idea. Date night minis?
Like, notate that. Date night
Cute.
minis.
I'm obsessed.
I mean, it doesn't have to be long. You don't have to be here long. You're adults. It's not like we're chasing you around.
Your husband doesn't want to be here that long. We know that.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like super quick.
Give us 20, 30 minutes.
That's a good thought.
Make some fun magic. Some update pictures of you and your man. You'll
That
feel better about yourself. It's not you wrangling children. He'll love on you a little bit. You guys will get dinner. We got so many great spots.
Right.
I love this idea.
Okay.
I really want to do it.
Gonna write it down.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to say something else, but I am today.
Sorry. We need some coffee.
I seriously need coffee. Let's get coffee after.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
Is there anything else about mamas?
I'm trying to think. I had something really funny to say, but you know.
Your brain is just like. We want to help you. We want it to be beautiful.
Yes. Let us love you.
Oh, my sorry.
Well, I'm going to call it a wrap.
Wrap it up.
Look at you. See? You're just the same. Hope you guys see that one in a short.
Well, follow us. First of all, comment. What in this helped you maybe gain some confidence?
I hope something happened. That's what cool. I hope something helped you. Guys, hey, let me know if you want to do date night minis. That's where I want to go.
She lost it. Now, her brain is like,
hey,
coffee shop. We're losing it quick. We're
spiraling.
Follow us, comment.
Hey,
on your
let's tell them where to follow us. Like, so Instagram at Lynn's and Leafs Podcast.
That's right.
Also our Flyleaf page at Flyleaf Photo. All right.
Bye, guys.
See you guys next time.